What's going on? How y'all doing? This video gonna be about Derek Chauvin's mother, who was in the courtroom yesterday, and she had a chance to address the court and to speak on her son, and also to acknowledge George Floyd, and she didn't. She acknowledged her son's birth and acknowledged him wearing the badge, but she never said anything about the lynching that was of George Floyd. She never acknowledged George Floyd's daughter, who can't ever get to talk to her father again. She never acknowledged George Floyd's family. What does it say? It says the apple don't fall far from the tree. Shows you how racist and denying white privilege things are. And I'm going there because I think she was cold-blooded as he was, but in a different way. What does it say if you teach your children to hate, and then you have a situation like this and you don't justify, you try to ignore the realities. You want to act like, oh well, and shrug a shoulder. Her name is Carolina Paulini, whatever. And, Paulenta. And I watched this, and I just shook my head. I was thinking, oh, your son just act just like you. He's sitting up there talking about, well, it'll come out a message, But it was so cold, so calculating, But then again, Black life ain't never been respected, because if it was, we wouldn't have the first white officer in Minnesota to ever be charged for this. You think about it. Derek Chauvin is the first white officer to be charged with lynching a black man in 2021. Black folks been over here for 400 plus years, and this is the first? Yeah, right. But his mother was cold, and she wasn't going to acknowledge it. She said, well, my son's a good man. And then, what does that have to do with the lynching of George Floyd? Your son murdered a black man, and it was knowingly a racist attack. Just like those thug cops that he was associated with, they all should be on death row. Her denial, and she says her son is labeled a racist. I said, well, yeah, and you are one too, because you won't acknowledge that a black man's life was lynched and was there almost 10 minutes with onlookers, and a white man standing on his neck is symbolic of America. And the woman knows exactly what I mean. They've been doing it since black folks been in America in more ways than 3. Please hit the like, subscribe. I welcome thoughts and comments. I do respond. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And Derek Chauvin's mother said a lot without saying anything. I'm out.